Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, My So-Called Healthy Life. Okay, so I'm in my office today, and I'm writing, and I took a little bit of a break because I was going to do my daily affirmations and all that kind of stuff, and I do have my coffee, but I haven't done any of my meditations or my affirmations for the day, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do them on video with you guys. And in my office, I have like 3 or 4 books that I keep in here. I don't take my books back and forth between home and here. I have some here, and then I have some at home, and when I'm here, I just do a different set of them. So today's that I'm going to use is Daily Affirmations for Forgiving and Moving On, Powerful Inspiration for Personal Change, and I really, really like this book. It really helped me a lot in the grieving process with my mother when she passed away. So I just really want to get into this. June 15th is suffering. You ready? Today, I will not hide my pain and suffering from myself or from my higher power. When I bring my most honest and pure self to the forefront and understand my essential powerlessness over situations, when I am truly willing to turn over this angst to a power greater than myself, something changes. I let go and create space for a shift in perception. I experience a quiet awakening in my life, and forces that did not have room to enter come to heal. It is in letting go that I have a chance of achieving what I desire in my life. Holding on pushes away what I want, while releasing lets it all have enough breathing room so it can stay alive. The quote for today is, "Do not hide suffering from his sight, but bring it gladly to him," from A Course in Miracles. The thought today is I open my heart to my higher power, and whatever that means to you, whether that's nature or God or Buddha or whatever, you know, it just can be whatever you want it to be. But I think that that kind of goes along with the theme that has worked so well in my life, which I talk about almost on a daily basis in here, which is to not go against the flow of life, to just kind of float on the river of life. And I really like that idea. You know, when I pushed and I resisted for so long against my emotions and my feelings and my really honest, raw feelings, I pushed down and I pushed in and it just didn't feel right. But when I allowed my feelings to come out, over time they didn't come out as strong, they didn't come out as loud, they didn't overwhelm me, they didn't take me over, and so my suffering was minimized over time. And I'm not telling you to ignore your suffering, I'm telling you that when you're feeling pain, to acknowledge it with yourself, to be aware of it, and to allow yourself to feel it in that moment, if that makes sense. It's very much like when we talk about addiction. As somebody that, let's say, has, like back pain, and then for, 10 years, they take pain medication for the back pain. Well, on a daily basis, because they've refused to feel the pain, and I'm not saying that they should, okay? I'm a big believer in pain management, that has to do without the use of drugs and alcohol, because I think that we become dependent on that. But what happens over time is that when those people are taken off drugs because they go through detox or they become dependent on it or whatever, immediately what happens is they really feel the pain has gotten so intense at that point over a 10-year period that when they take them off the drugs, they really, really, really feel the pain of their back. Does that make sense? So when we push pain down with drugs and alcohol or with ignoring the issue, when we really acknowledge the pain so many years later, it is overwhelming to us. So I think to deal with it right there at the forefront, what it's talking about in this meditation, and to just address it right up front, I think is really, really important. Because then I think that what we're doing is we're acknowledging the pain, we're feeling it, and we're allowing ourselves to move through it and to learn from what's going on with that. Does that make sense? So that's why I'm such a believer in, not resisting the flow of the world, but going down the river of life. Because that's what has worked for me for so many years. So I hope you guys like that meditation, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.